What's up, YouTube? So, do you guys check that thumbnail that I dropped up there? I put that up there this morning because those girls, they did their thing. I'm talking about LSU. They did their thing, and you get so proud of them, and you want to just tell the world, even though the world knows already. And those girls were strong. They were strong driven. And one of the concepts of that thumbnail that I dropped up there, it was only 2 minutes, but is to let recognition. When recognition is due, you're supposed to give it. And that's the same in an office setting. Your girls are doing their thing, you give recognition. Part with a coach and your team player, just they were so excited. It's like, I mean, she literally picked this woman up. And that's how overjoyed she was at the fact that they did win that championship. And that's the same thing when you have goals and you want to keep doing it. I read something on Twitter and they were like, women don't go forward with, what they're doing. And, when they're trying to do a business, women always give up or something like that, which, I don't even believe any of that stuff because yeah, we burn out sometimes. Heck, I burn out sometimes. I sometimes I'd be like, oh Lord, what next? But when you're expanding your business and when you're even creating your business, it's gonna take time for you to bloom to where you need to. So some of you are asking me, about the business and how did you start? How did you create it? You build a business based on your everyday needs. You analyze different schools, analyze students, go to different neighborhoods and see what's in there. Um, Figure out what your target market is. And that was like my worst thing, the target market, because I used to be like, I'm not okay, so what? All right, they live in a PJ, so what? That's not my target market. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's my target market. Yeah. Yeah, I don't hold balls on target markets. We had a discussion about target markets being you go to this area, they can pay for your course, go there and market. I don't believe that. I said you can market anywhere, and you don't know those people probably have resources. Help them get the resources. You know what I'm saying? Help them get the resources. Yeah, I got my shirt on today. I don't know if I can wear other people's shirts, so I can take my own off today, but I put the sweater on because you guys know I have a tattoo over here. I can't wear it out at work, so I shouldn't put it out on here. The tattoo is 30 years old. Okay, those are my kids. So let's get back. So in retrospect to that, you have to research your target market. And to me, I use all areas for my target marketing because you don't know who can afford what. You can't, I don't use it as a pinpointer, but you are supposed to figure out what your target market is. So some of you who are asking me questions about the business, and two, you have to have support. You have to have some type of support. Even though my sister acts like she doesn't care about my program, and every time I say something to her, she just rolls her eyes at me. She supports me. Okay, that's how she does. Like we don't do like I love you. We never say that in my family, which is crazy. But we do other things. We do the pat on the back, we do the hugging, we do stuff like that. But my grandson, he always says he loves me all the time. But we everybody loves each other. But we don't. Some families have that mushy thing. So when I do my business, my sister she go. But when somebody comes, oh, did you know my sister had a business? Did you know? Yeah. So if you guys are getting that, don't pay it any attention. They love what you're doing. They love what you're doing. They can't wait to see your outcome. Who said she asked me, what does she do when people are not giving her praise for what she's doing? So what? Do what you want to do anyway. They'll see what you do at the end. They'll see what you do at the end. Don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Take those steps. Somebody asked me about the LLC. What did I do to get the LLC? I don't know about other states or maybe the state that you live in, but I did my own LLC, and I did mine's online. And here in Connecticut, you can do it online. And if you need to go in, you go ahead and go in. The DB, you have to go to the court and do the DB if you want to do a DBA. I didn't do the DBA. I just went straight for the LLC. The DBA would only be for my local area. The LLC is for the whole CT. So go on your website and see if that can be done. I mean, you can get an attorney if you want to. Just go online and read up on it. Just like this class, just like this program. Go online and read up on it. Go online and look in classes and see how it's done. A lot of the stuff you can do yourself. Just cross your I's and dot your T's. That's all. Cross your I's and dot your T's. Nobody has a whole lot of money to do, a business. If you have something in your mind that you want to do, just do it. I didn't get any loans or anything to start my business. I mean, this is years of just putting my all in it and putting my money into it, my own money. And if I need something, I just get that then, and okay, let's get that then, let's get that then. And that's how I kind of like started building up and getting the, especially the marketing materials that I need. You guys see that on the wrong side. You guys see that Black Phoenix in the back of me? That's one of my nightcaps that I sell in my store. I'm going to put those links down below. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss anything. And make sure you subscribe because I let you know when I drop a program on my website and one of them is free or something like that. And this is prior to me doing the courses here on YouTube. So go into the store. You guys can see a lot of stuff that I have in the store. www.blackphoenixsales.etsy.com and then the www.sapphirecoding.com. So, okay, again, that's one of the things that's in my store. And I have something else in there for people who have wear dreads or people who have the 24-inch weave or people who are cooking, chefs and different things like that. It's the bomb. See, I have a few things going on. And you just have to multitask some kind of way. You have to multitask sometimes and still have that 40-hour workday. I don't know how else to put it. My course, as far as how I built my course, I did a lot of research on different colleges to see what their online course was like. What did they have? Do they have books? Do they have this? Do they have digital? Do they have everything that I can think of to initiate this course? I did. And that's what this is about. So some of you who are watching and some of you who do have your own program or your own course, you just have to resource. You have to tweak it the way you want it. So this session is about talking about the business, which we just did, and I'll take baby steps with that because every day is a learning expedition. You don't know what you need to do. You don't know X, Y, Z. You have to have your business plan. I think my business plan is 15 pages long. I mean, I don't know who's going to ask for it because when it comes to the time for me to start going for those grants and everything that I really want to go for, I've got to have that layout. I've got to have that portfolio for what is my business? What do you do? What is the curriculum? How long does it take? You see what I'm saying? When does it turn over? When does it start? Is it accredited? What's the plan? What's your goal? What is your target audience? Everything has to be in your business plan. So somebody say, how is your business plan? How are you going to plan this business now? How are you going to do it? I'm going global. I don't know about anybody else. I'll try to go global. How are you going to try to go global? Put that in your business plan. Put that in your business plan. When you're trying to do something, put it in your business plan. I try to do things and I figure out the before and the end. I figure out if this goes wrong, all right, then I'm going to do this. I figure out that before I make a move. If I move to another state, I tell my son the same thing or anybody the same thing. You want to go ahead and go. Let's make this move. But if something happens, what are you going to do? So don't go and just be wide-eyed and go, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and boom, it don't happen. Okay. If it doesn't happen, make sure you get that backload that you got so you can say, all right, so now I got to do this. You see what I'm saying? So always have a backup plan when you think something's not gonna work out. So get the business plan together. Get the business plan together, and you can do that as you're building your program. As you're building your program, get it together. We'll go over that more. So I'll probably dedicate a full session to that. How we're going to do it. It depends on what you want to do. I have a group, Black Phoenix Team Us. It's on Facebook. I haven't invited much to that group yet because I haven't really been in there. There's a couple of people in there that I'm gonna start inviting. You guys that want to join that group, that's what it's for. That group is for those who have their own business, those who are, helping others, entrepreneurs. What is your ideas? What is our ideas? What are we doing to get to where we need to? It's not just, us, talking about, what we're doing now. Is us talking about what should we do? What are we going to do? I'm trying to buy a house. How do you buy the house? I'm trying to buy a car. How do you buy a car? I'm trying to get a contract with Trinity. You know what I'm saying? So those are the kind of stuff that we talk about in that group, what we're going to talk about. I haven't set that agenda up as far as what the topics are going to be when we go in there, but I'm just getting my group together in the Black Phoenix Team Us on Facebook group. So you guys can type that in, Black Phoenix Team Us on Facebook. Now, Black Phoenix is one word. I put that word together. A lot of people have Black Phoenix for their titles, and it's Black Space Phoenix. Mine just together, it's Black Phoenix. Okay, so we'll talk about that. So let's talk about how you navigate www.sapphirecoding.com when you go there to get the digital product. The other products, I mail them to you. You can go on any one of the other websites. Once I get it, the FBA, they mail them to you, or I'll mail you whatever you need. I'll ship to you what you need. The digital courses, I go on www.sapphirecoding.com. I'm loading those courses in there so that you can see all of the courses. You can go in and see all the courses that we are going to do in this program for YouTube University. So that's the gist of that. So that was the plan for today, which is still the plan. I have it in here on how you guys are going there. I don't really need it, but I still need to check back and make sure I don't forget anything. So some of you guys do need to have Zoom. You need to have the Zoom. So if you want to look at it on Zoom, you can, because right now I have it uploaded in PDF. I did put a Zoom up there for you guys, so you can kind of go over it if you want to. When you go on the site and you look at the program, you can just hit, quick view. Hit quick view. Quick view will let you look at the programs that are in that course. If you click on medical terminology, all of those programs, all of those lessons are in that course. If you click on office medicine coding, everything is in that section that I'm going to teach for that. So if you go on and let's say you pick medical terminology, it'll say, you upload, as soon as you pay, it uploads and you can download it wherever you want to. I would put it in a file, so make the file medical terminology, okay? And that's the video for medical terminology, okay? There's two different ways that I probably will load it in there. PDF and the Zoom. So you guys let me know, which way would you prefer to put it in there? I like the Zoom because it's a video. In the video, you hear me talking. You hear me talking on the video. So let's say it's medical terminology, basic word structure. When basic word structure comes on, you'll see the objectives. You see the objective. You will hear me, you see me talking about the objectives and how the class is going to go. In the classes, there are lessons. Let's say lesson 1. You see me just like how you see me now in lesson 1. I will be up in the corner and then we will have the lessons there. You have to have the book, so make sure that you have the books. Check out the syllabus. The syllabus is in medical billing. The syllabus has everything in there, what type of book you need. I am going to probably tweak the first objective and make sure that each course has the book that you should be using with that. So during the whole slide, let's say I have a slide near 25 slides. I'm not going to talk through all 25 slides because you're working, you're reading and you're doing what you're supposed to do. I will come on in the beginning of each slide. So you guys will hear me. That's how the product is now. That's how it is now when I go physically and sell it to somebody. Okay, so that's when you go on, that's what you're going to see. Just download what you need to download, pick the course that you need, and that's how we roll. If it's something else you need, just shoot me an email. I'm going to put my email below. So you guys can shoot me an email if you do go on and check the digital course. Now, there are some people who want that course just sent to them, because I have it in a way where if you go on the website, sapphirecoding.com, you could either get it USB or you can get it digital. If you send me an email and say, I just paid for your course, I have it digital, or I don't want it digital and you just want it, the hard copy, I'll send you the thumb drive. That's not a problem. And we're working from there. The tasks and the tests, yeah, I'm gonna put those in there. So they're in every single lesson has a task or a test. There will be finals at the end so that we can see if you have attained the information that we gave you. And again, those of you who are coming in on daily, make sure that you check in. If you're working on a daily basis, make sure you check in. Those of you who are on the schedule, the next schedule starts in May. Everybody should be on the same level in that class. Everybody's on the same level. When you go on the digital courses and you download the digital courses, if you can't get in on the live Zoom, that's fine. I'm going to archive those Zooms. I'm going to archive those Zooms. That's not a problem. And I can put those on YouTube. Some of them are there now, but they're private. You can't get in there without the code. So that's what we were trying to do with the YouTube. So I was going to incorporate that into the program so you guys can get in on those Zoom classes as well. So in retrospect to that, when you do go on and you hear me, I'm doing a lecture, I'm in a class, you have that material already in front of you. I am going to add for you guys an answer sheet. So you can put your answers on that sheet and you can forward that to me for checking, for grading. Okay, and then I'll send that back to you. Everything will be digital. All of it will be digital. We'll just figure out how we're going to do it. Because you guys have that already. Well, not the YouTube University, but the regular students do. It's a regular schedule. And then there's like a time slot where you're going to put your grades in. I think I have that I don't think I've ever put that on YouTube. You might see it in the syllabus. It's in the syllabus. It's the program is there, and all the courses that you're going to take is there. And then in the side, it has your final grade. That's going to go there. Okay, the rest of them are tallied up. They're tallied up, and then I give you your average, and then you get your grade. So just be precarious of that. Now, some of you guys that don't have your high school diploma, it's not a big thing. You guys can still take the course without that. Just make sure that you're in the process of getting your high school diploma. So even if you're still in high school, I'm okay with that. Just make sure when you finish, make sure you finish, because in billing and coding, you work in a hospital, you have to have a high school diploma for medical billing. It has to be done, or your GED, high school diploma or your GED. And a lot of times when you work in a hospital, they give you 90 days for your CPC. So let's just work hard and try to see if we can get that CPC. You might need a longer time. You might need more courses. You might need more study. Don't forget to get that CPC guide, because we work by the CPC guide as well. I use that material because you're taking their tests. You're taking their exams. So of course you need their material. One of my liaisons that AAPC, she's no longer there, somebody else is there. When somebody else new comes, it's like you have to work with somebody else, you have to ask them questions, you have to XYZ, and I don't know, we email back and forth, but the person that I used to deal with, she's no longer there. So I have to start up that same type of communication with the person that has taken her place. But again, just ask questions or XYZ. Go on their site, www.aapc.com. Okay, let me look in here and see what else I wanted to tell you guys. That's in that course. Okay, so you guys got that for your download. Download the files. All right. Make a file for each course. We talked about that. Okay. You guys already know you're going to read the assignment chapters. When you get the book, the courses are based on the chapters. We go over the chapters and then we do the test or task, whichever you want to call it. Okay. You guys can send me the answers or however you want to do. That's why I'm going to add that answer sheet. You can just scan it and put it in there. You can take a picture of it. You guys got a PDF on your phone. You can always download that PDF. It's free. Scan it and send it to me, and make sure your name is on it. Okay, so when you first go on, make sure you read that objective. The objective lets you know what's going on in the class, going on in the classroom, what's going to go on in the classroom. What are you going to do when you download the digital? It's telling you this is what you're going to do. Okay, if you start, let's say you download it today and you want to start today, that's fine. You can start anytime that you want to, but remember that you are independent right now. And if you start medical terminology and you start reading that first chapter, which you could do because I've already put the book in there. That book is downloadable. You can start reading right away. You can start reading right away and get those questions in there. You know how much you have retained. You could do this. Open your book, right? Have your Zoom open or your YouTube, whichever one you're going to use. Read the chapter, answer the questions. Read the chapter, answer the question. Have your book right here. Have your Zoom open and have your answer sheet right here. You could print that out. I'm not going to change the format of that. You guys can print that out. Okay. Let me see what I got. We already talked about this live Zoom. If you want to get on live Zoom, the code for the live Zoom is in the syllabus. Okay, it's in the syllabus. Look at that syllabus. Go back through that playlist and look at the syllabus. Okay. Look at the orientation. I think I dropped some of the orientation I did. Look at that orientation, slide 1, slide 2, and go and find that syllabus that's in that playlist. Oh, and the slides. I've set the slides for 30 seconds, possibly to a minute. If you need to stop the slide, stop the slide. If you need to fast forward, arrow up, fast forward. Okay, so I made it 30 to a minute in case you just need a 30 to a minute, or if I'm talking over, I have to stop it and pause it. So that's what you're going to do. When you go on to the digital, the files are going to be digital. It'll be a video. What's in there right now is the PDF file. I'm slowly getting the digital in there because the digital I just uploaded in your Google, but I want you guys to be able to upload it from the site too. So that's why when you go on there, I'm slowly putting it in there. I'm putting it in there. Okay. And I think that was the last thing. So just make sure you guys look at the objectives of the course so you know what's going on in the course. And what I did was make sure that it's visible to you guys. I wasn't sure if it's visible or not on the site where you get the digital from, but it's you can see it now. Okay, so this is about the subject summary. Make sure you guys do the subject summary. The subject summary is tell me about the course that you just did, medical terminology. What about medical terminology? What did you learn? Tell me something about medical terminology that you learned in medical terminology. And if you need to go on a website and get some information, go on a website. Because there'll be times when I put websites in there anyway, for you guys to look at. I think it's in a few sections. Now I've got that thing in PDF. It may not roll out, but I'll put it at the bottom so you guys can get it at the notes tab. Or you guys know, always put something there, something on the bottom, which I'll put the sites that you need on the bottom. The resources that you need will be inside the slides. It's probably in the syllabus. All the books, all of this, all of that, where the pictures came from, XYZ, the resources, that's probably in the syllabus because that's where I would put it at. Your resources as far as the book, I'll probably put the book that you need at the beginning of the course. But this is what I'm talking about, is all for YouTube University. This is not for the outside. The outside is different. That's totally different. So I'm making this accessible to YouTube. Okay. Make sure you have your book, read each chapters that you need and answer the questions. When we do the CPC guide, we're going to go through the CPC book chapter by chapter. Those are your core courses. The CPC guide is what you need to study for the CPC test. The medical billing, ICD-10 terminology, and CPT, those are your introduction courses. Those are your prereq courses that you need to know before you even get to the CPC book. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the beginner. This is a beginner stage. I see a lot of courses out there. A lot of those courses are pumping, but some of that stuff is for people who are already coders. I've seen something posted op notes and XYZ. That's not for beginners. Y'all ain't gonna know what that is. Okay, the op notes are, that's what that's what we got to read. That's what we got to read to decipher that code. You see the ICD-10, you see the diagnosis, you see the procedure, you have to decipher that. That's the op notes. Here we start from the beginning. We start from beginning biller. We start from beginning in the coding. We start from beginning in the medical terminology. Okay, those who are more advanced in the coding, and you want your CPC, just jump right into the courses. That's why I split the courses up. Go right into those CPC courses. Those lessons are strictly for CPC. That's it. And that's why my courses, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do radiology coding, you can do medicine coding, you can do pathology. That's why it's broken up. And then if you just want to buy the whole entire program, then you buy the whole entire program. I have people who have bought the whole thing, and then we just kind of go step by step. And then there's people who've taken my classes years ago and just kind of got out of it, that want to kind of come back in it. No problem. When you go on, you will have to give me your email and your address. And not just for anything you buy. It's like Amazon. When you go buy my book, you do the same thing. If you go to Amazon, you buy anything, they need your address anyway. So nothing will be done with that. But you can join the email list if you want to, because I periodically send stuff out, which I'm going to look at my email list later on. Let me see what's on there and see what I can shoot out to some of my people. But I hope I answered a lot of questions in regard to the business. You guys hear me say all the time, learn the business. Learn the business, own the business. Okay, I'm gonna do learn the business, do the business, and own the business. You gotta have confidence in what you do. I don't know who's that said something about you can't be shamed when you start talking about stuff. Listen, say what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Learn what you need to learn. Don't get into the habit of I'm worried about my job. I'm worried about my employer. If it's like that, then you need to give your business 300% and plus. You need to get out there in that car and start hustling. Okay. If you think that you're going to get some type of back issue or whatever from where you already work at. A lot of times, they already know, what I do. I mean, it's pretty, you guys should see my resume. It's like, it's nothing you don't know. And some of y'all who are about to get jobs, I will put my picture on my resume. I'll put it on there. My job developer, when I used to work at the school over there, you should see his picture, bright now. And that's more for like the leadership, resumes. But I say anybody put it on there. I make sure my face is front and center. Okay, so we're going to sign off of this. Just remember, you go on the website, check it out. You guys know now how to work the digital. If you want the product mailed to you, go on the website below, the S2C or the Shopify. Yeah, I got it all over the place. I'll try to tell you. I've got to go out of here later on and take care of some marketing that I need to do. But don't forget, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. We'll have more to come. And you guys know I don't just talk about school. I don't just talk about, medical billing and coding. We talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Especially, you need that motivation. You got to put your foot into it. Put your foot into it. If she says she ain't rolling with you, then forget it. Roll by yourself. Roll by yourself. You hit that book, you hit that book. Because that's the only way you're going to get it. If you hit the club 3 times a week and 4 times a day, and that ain't going to work because you ain't going to remember nothing. How you going to remember? So, get those index cards and do what you need to do. And do what you got to do, and y'all see my shirt, I don't know what that is, but that's my shirt. And that's how we're gonna roll. So I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Don't forget to check that video out with the LSU. I'm sorry, they did their thing. Sometimes you gotta use strategy. And like I told them before, I'm sorry, but she may have pinpointed the weakest link, but I'm sorry, it executed the whole team. They won, and it's not like they wasn't challenging. They was in overtime. They was in overtime. So anyway, you guys check out my store. I added some new stuff to my store. I keep saying I'm going off. I ain't going off there. I'm going off right now. I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all know what time I'm dropping this. Be ready.